Hello everyone and welcome back to Math Merit. Today we are continuing with concept number 10. Today's the last day of concept number 10. Also the last day of this 6 weeks. So please make sure you submit any missing assignments you may have by tonight. Okay? But let's continue with today's concept. Here we have a polynomial. Okay? Yeah, a trinomial for being specific. Which means we have three monomials. Okay, now to begin, we are going to be finding the greatest common factor. How are we going to do that? We're going to take each monomial and factor it out. So it's going to look like this. Let's get colored here. We have 5x to the third power, which, factoring it out, what times what equals 5? 5 times 1 equals 5, and that's about as low as we can go, right? So we can put a 5 times, we have x cubed, which tells us there are 3 x's being multiplied by themselves. So x times x times x. This is this in factored form, okay? Let's move on to our next monomial, 25x squared. Now, what times what equals 25? 5 times 5 equals 25. So, we'll break it down like this. 5 times 5, then we have 2 x's. So, x times x. This is this factored out. Let's move on to our third, which is 45x. Okay? Now, we see a pattern of 5, so let's divide 45 times 5. And we know that 5 times 9 equals 45. So, we know we have a 5, and we know we have a 9. But can the 9 be factored down even lower? Yes. It can be 3 times 3. And well, 3 would be as low as we can go. And we only have one x, so that's the only one we're going to put in there. After we have set it up like this, we're going to go ahead and see what the greatest common factor is. We can see that they all have at least one 5, and they all have at least one x. So our greatest common factor is 5x. Now let's go into a next step. We have figured out that 5x is the greatest common factor of this polynomial. Now, let's write the polynomial in factored form. How would we do that? We know all of them have a 5 in it, and it's multiplied by another number, maybe not. Okay? So, we're going to have 5x on the outside. What times what is going to equal, what times 5x is going to equal 5x to the third power? X squared. Because when you multiply 5x times x squared, you get 5x cubed. Okay? Now let's go on to the next one. We have 25x squared. We know that 5 times 5 equals 25. So we're going to have 5 here. And we know that x times x is going to equal x squared. So we're just going to put down 5x. And for our last one, what times 5 equals 45? 9. And since we're multiplying 5x times 9, our answer would be 45x. And this is what it would look like in factored form. Simple enough, right? Okay, let's move on into your assignment for today. Well, for your assignment today, you have this polynomial. To begin with, I want you to find the greatest common factor, breaking it down just the same way that I did it beforehand, okay? Then, I want you to write it in factored form, with the greatest common factor on the outside and what the polynomial would look inside the parentheses in that case, okay? You can always check that answer if you're hesitant on it if you just distribute, okay? If you have any questions on it, however, please don't hesitate and ask. I'm here to help. I hope you'll have a very wonderful rest of your day, and I hope to be hearing back from everyone very, very soon. And remember, end of this 6 weeks, please, please, please make sure you have all your assignments to me by tonight. Bye-bye.